Leave it evictions. Leavitt, evictions. Email address. I found it on, I don't know, on Charles Toast's cell phone, personal communication device, internet. And then I sent, I don't know, a few emails, maybe 5, about, to this email address, but I wasn't waiting for an answer. I was sending them to God because it's an evictions address, and I'm being evicted out of this apartment. It's supposed to be myself deceased, out of the door locking and out of the formed world. So the message I got from Leave It Eviction said something to the effect of, please don't send any further messages because we're not interested in your messages from you, right? And that's not a reason to say that to God about anyone, because you don't know what somebody's going to say to you, because they are themselves. And because you are yourself. You are yourself and somebody else is their self. You are yourself, I am myself. We don't know what we're going to say because I am myself, you are yourself, and we don't know, because God is making the threatening about himself being big. So I don't really want the message, but I have it anyway. I don't want to send them harassment. I'm not a harassment, but I wasn't really talking to them. So that's why I call it that the reading is harassment. They're reading and responding, and that's a harassment to myself. And I don't want to give them messages they don't want that they're reading. I didn't send it to them for them to read it and tell me they didn't like it. I sent it to people I don't know who had an email address called Leave It Evictions. And they didn't actually leave the email alone. So are they not evicting people with that they are going to give up their keys and go away from something they don't like? Because if they don't like the email address, this is how far away they are from working for me. They can pack up whatever it is they want to keep of their belongings and walk out and live outside and never use their internet again. Yeah, that's not the same thing as sending a quick response to myself and saying, please don't send any more messages. We don't want to read them. Yeah, you read your internet for a job is not due. You just got something you didn't like about your own internet, and you told me that your eyes, that you're blinking yourself, don't want to read something from who? Because I don't know you. So what is oneself trying to do when they want deceased in the threatening? You want deceased in the money, you want deceased in the threatening, and you still want to be yourself. That's a stolen body out of the Godhead. I'm the Godhead, and I have all the bodies and leverage to be deceased with myself, and you left me and stole the body, and you want to death yourself, but you don't know how. You don't know how. With a message like that from Leave It Evictions internet email address, I don't actually have any way to decease what you said to me. The unclean death is like a car accident, and you don't want that. No, you didn't want that because you didn't go in your car instead and just go into traffic and see if you have an accident. No, you wrote a response email address. I don't want any more emails from your address. Fine, but how do you know what I'm going to say? Well, if you were buying a lottery ticket, you would be waiting to see how much money you would get in response from the lottery, wouldn't you? You want the cash, don't you want that? But you don't want an email address to send you any further emails because you don't know what they're going to say, and you don't want to read it because you don't like some of the ones you got already. Well, I'm not the lottery, but I am God deceased. It's unlikely that you'd get an email from myself. No, you're leverage. You don't own your body. You stole it and you don't own how you were formed. That means you went away with it somewhere, but you don't own how you were formed. You didn't form yourself. And even God God has that coming from you. That's God who doesn't create you that way. That's the one who formed you, who didn't create you that way. And you went away and stole your body away from the way you were formed and the way that you're being created. And who you are to yourself is not real comfortable, and you're complaining you don't like it. You said you don't like it. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, because you have to say yes to everything in life because you don't own yourself, because you were formed. Even I'm formed. I'm here saying I'm formed. I'm formed by who you know as Jesus Christ, but his name is Michael Michelson, or Jesus Michael Michelson, because he was Michael first, but you know him as Jesus first. So that's who formed myself as female. And I can't afford that I've been formed by him before as male, and I died already. My name was Lucky. Everybody say Lucky, that's me. But I was formed elsewhere and died out of being lucky, and I'm right here with the name Becky. It's not adequate. I didn't name myself Becky. I got named, and it's not due to know you.